guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do something a little different. I had a request from one of my viewers. Thank you very much. Actually, a couple of my viewers have requested this, but somebody requested this last night and I told her I'd get right on it. So I am going to teach you a very, very simple eye look with one brush and only your regular face products. So let's get right to it. First off, we're going to grab our concealer, get my bangs out of the way. I'm going to just take whatever normal concealer. You can also, if you don't use concealer, you can use your foundation. If you don't use foundation, you can skip this. I'm going to grab my sponge. You don't have, a sponge makes it so much easier to just blend it out. I'm using a sponge to blend it out just because my finger is going to take forever. I can't see what I'm doing. Just gonna pat that in. And I'm doing that just mainly to give a nice base for the eye to products to stick on. Actually, in this case, face products. Now, if you do your eyebrows, you can follow this part. I like to get one of these nice thick ones like this. This is called the Arch brow sculpting pencil from Hourglass. You can get a lot less expensive ones, and you can just take it and you lightly drag it over your eyebrows. If you want to just enhance your look a little bit, but you don't have the skill or the patience to actually really get in and sculpt your brows, see what I'm doing? I'm lightly dragging this and just letting the hairs kind of catch on to the product, and that really just kind of darkens the brow up. And if you have lighter brows, that really enhances the look. You have your spoolie on the other side. You want to just kind of lightly run through, just to make sure you don't have any of that clumped up in there, so you can kind of, blend that through. Now, you're going to take your face powder, whatever face powder you use, and we're going to do all this with one brush. So I'm going to use a nice fluffy brush. This is an old bad habit brush, number 2 brush. I don't even make this anymore. A fluffy brush will work. Just lightly go into your face powder, and you're just going to set your concealer just like you would under your eye, but you're going to do it over. Now, once you get a little more experience with playing around with your eyeshadows and whatnot, you can skip this part, and it will help really the longevity and help build up pigment onto your eyes faster without really having to use a lot to build it up. I'm going to take, this is my Marc Jacobs Tantastic. You can take any bronzer, and we're just going to go into this and just pick up that on there. You want to tap off your extra. Now you want to take this, and you can see my eyes are just colored right where it is, but you want to take the end of it without the bristles. Take that and kind of stick it, close your eye, and you can feel that bone right there. You'll feel where that bone ends in your kind of the eye hole, whatever you want to call it, where your eye, that's your crease. And you'll feel where your natural crease is. Feel where that bone is. Now you want to take this brush and just right below where that bone ended, where you could feel where you could kind of stick that brush in a little bit. You want to sit that there and just back and forth lightly. See how I'm letting that brush go into that hole. And just go back and forth. And you want to start out with a little bit of pigment, and then you can slowly build it up. See how I'm kind of coming up from here and over and following my natural crease. Now you want to go a little darker on the outside, get most of the pigment off, and then go ahead and swoop in. So what that's doing is it's getting it darker here and then blending it inward. Now, as you feel comfortable and as you want, you can pick up more product and really build that up. You can also use whatever, if you want to just grab an eyeshadow, if you have eyeshadow, you can use that, but I'm giving you an easy way to just use what you already have. If you don't have a bronzer, you can also use, if you have like a peach tone or a natural tone blush, works very well for this. I like to use a bronzer because it's easier to start out with. That's what I started out with when I very first started messing around with makeup. I started out with a bronzer, and that just really helps build that up. Now on camera, it's not showing up as dark as it is in person, and that's just how cameras work. Now you want to take it, and when you have like no product left, brush it. Use your shirt. I use a color switch. This is the Vermona color switch. Just lightly drag that over. You can take a paper towel and just kind of lightly brush. You're just getting the excess off of there. Now what you want to do is right at the top, at the edge of that, you want to go back and forth till that line, see how that line just faded out? How I have that stop right there? And this one, that line's really blending out. Thing on this side. Now I like to take it and go right here on the corner and just back and forth. Follow the lower lash line up and up. And that will kind of give you that more of kind of a cat, like a cat eye lifted kind of look. See how I have very, very hooded eyes. Now that's not a whole lot of makeup, you know. That's just light. Now grab whatever highlighter you use. If you don't use highlighter, get one. This is one product you're going to want to have. I am just grabbing this. I grabbed the sample one. Actually, this is a little travel size. It's also, I think, Sephora had these where you could use your points for a while. This is Vanilla Quartz from Becca, and this is just, you see, it's just a little tiny one. I'm just going to take my finger, and I'm just going to go around about 4 times. Just pick up some product, and I'm going to place that right on the inner. It's hard to tell where my nails, but I'm going to sit that right on that inner corner right there. And kind of pat and then drag. Kind of pat and drag. Now see, that was like nothing. And you got just a basic, you're just giving yourself a basic kind of natural eye. Now once you get this down, you can change the colors. You can change whatever style, you know, angle you want. You can add more dimension. You can add more color. You can use 3 colors if you want. But I'm just showing you the basic how to get that eye started. Why am I using it's easier to use the hand the same side as the eye because it's easier to set down and drag. Same thing, set that down, and you want to pat a couple times, get the product there, and then pull. Now you just keep doing that until you really get the pigment you want. Now I like to go ahead and I like to go a little crazy and get a little shiny. Now you can also, if you want a little more dimension, you can take your finger, and I say take your pinky into your bronzer, pick up a little bronzer, and then on this outer corner, just pat that. See, gives you a little more dimension, and then just tap over from the lighter color into the dark and tap that over. See how that blended that out? We're going to do the same thing over here. It's hard for me to see if you can see what I'm doing when I have my fingers over my eyes like this. There. Same thing, pull it over. If you feel like it doesn't look as blended, you can take that brush we were using and you can just kind of just go right in that crease back and forth a couple times. And what that does, especially if you have hooded eyes, you're going to wind up with some of that highlighter up in this area, right in there. And you take that brush and just wipe it away. And that's it. You can follow that with a little bit of eyeliner, a little mascara, and then be done. I will be right back. I'm going to do a little mascara, a little eyeliner, and I'll be right back. And I am back. All I did was put a little bit of eyeliner. I used Sumatra from Smashbox in my waterline, and I just used the CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I've been loving this, the Exhibitionist. Exhibitionist. God, I can't talk today. What the hell's wrong with me? Anyway, I use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, and this is the regular one. It also comes in waterproof, but I haven't tried that yet. But I think I'm going to probably have to do that because I wind up with this kind of a mess. But that's just me. But that is it. You see, it just gives you that kind of put together look. Now you can follow that with the rest of your face, however you want to do that. But I will do in my next video, I'm going to do a basic kind of just put together look with the face. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Make sure to enter my giveaway. You don't want to miss it. It's a mystery giveaway, so you don't know what you're going to get, but I've seen the box, and it's pretty good. Bye, guys.